Well, INSEAD is a great school and it taught me a lot, but mostly it taught me about the value of lifelong learning. As such, the more I learn, the more I appreciate the value of a business school education and the frameworks for thought that you learn there. For this lesson, I thought I'd focus on giving up control. In our industry, there's a famous ad campaign that says, "Power is nothing without control." Well, I think, but in the business school context, its real power comes from giving up control. So, successful leadership, in my opinion, involves giving your team the scope to explore, experiment, and improve. It's not about control. Here's the harsh truth. When you're a leader in a company, you're overhead. Unless you're spurring your team to bring the best to the workplace, you're just another cost that can be eliminated. Leadership has changed. I think this whole behaving like a master of the universe, all that stuff, it's just 20th century. There's a new paradigm now. Your role as a leader is about how you can help your people do their job better. You need to learn to lead with humility. There's a concept of servant leadership that's probably more important than this master of the universe stuff. I think there was a book I read a while ago called Leaders Eat Last. And I really believe that. Recently I went to one of our retail shops in Spain. Normally, even when the regional CEOs visit, the team serve them breakfast. This time when I was there, I insisted that we organize a lunch on the shop floor. I personally served lunch to all our team, which included the regional CEOs, all the way down to the tire fitters. And clearly I did eat last. Whilst it may be symbolic, I think that for the junior members of the team, this breaks down barriers and allows them to feel that the leadership really does care, is accessible. It just isn't about control for the CEO. They need to understand that. And frankly, breaking bread allows you to break barriers. So I think one has to move now from management as control to something that is much more subtle. Leadership that provides direction, support, and forces employees to innovate and learn. A good leader has to ensure psychological safety in their organization. You can't demand perfection. Instead, I acknowledge, always that I'm going to fail. We're all human. So we have to innovate, we have to change, we have to learn. If we can't create an environment where people feel safe to try, then they're not going to try. They'll just wait to be told. And that's a real problem if they're the only ones capable of quickly finding a solution. And there's so many multitudes of challenges that face your business. And it's the people on the front line that will give you the answers. And if they're not comfortable and they're not safe, you won't get those answers. Now, many leaders feel most secure when they hold the power, the control, they make people dance around them, they walk around like, the master of the universe, I guess. But when you do that, in a sense, you do make yourself indispensable, but you can't even take a holiday. And anyone that reads Genesis Voyager knows that I love my holidays. You will help yourself much more by enabling your team to function without you. Your people will do more for you if you help people to grow, to try new things, and in the process, they will find more meaning in their lives. Give people the gift that money can't buy, the feeling of caring about their work so that it's meaningful and exciting. Once you give them that gift, they'll want to help you because you've helped them. This opens up this amazing virtuous circle. If you as a leader create more meaning for people, you feel better about your own work. You will gain from seeing people around you doing things because they feel intrinsic motivation rather than just performing a task for money, and so on and so forth. So honestly, give up the power trip. It's the most liberating thing you will do for you and your company.